let's go this way. Greetings and salutations, this is Rick. I hope everyone's having a great day. Okay, first of all, have a quick look at the interior here. You might notice a few differences. No, I'll give you a clue. This is not the usual van that I normally drive. This is the new van. We're now in a Renault Master, and it arrived today. It had just delivery miles on the clock, and I'm literally taking it out for its maiden voyage. I have had a little while sat in the seats and just trying to familiarise myself with all the controls, and they're a little bit complicated. I've only just filled it up with fuel and figured out how to set the odometer back to zero, but yeah, it's actually got 154 miles on the clock, so it's quite scary. Got sat nav built in, and it's telling me to slow down. It's constantly monitoring my driving habits, and it'll give me little nudges and pokes because I've asked it to. I can turn them off if I want, but it'll give me little nudges if I'm, going over the speed limit or creeping up to speed cameras and things, which is really good. Hopefully that'll help me keep my license. There is no speed limiter on this one, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful on the motorways. Now, I went for a Renault Master simply because of the high up driving position, and I forgot just how high up these things are. It feels like I'm driving a truck, which for me is brilliant. So I actually forgot how big my old Renault Master was. So bumpy. I think I need this. Where's my hazards? There they are. See, look, got switches on the ceiling. If you're a petrol head, you'll know that switches on the ceiling are cool. I'm just going to pull in here. There we go. This will be my parking space, and I'll give you the guided tour. Oops, hang on, I got my earpiece caught up in the seatbelt. That was naughty. There we go. Right. Okay. So let's turn off. There we go. That's done. So let's see what we've got in here then. Let's see. Right. Already showed you that. That's a thing. I can't actually ever see me using that. I'm wondering if actually I can put something else in there. Maybe I can just get another cubbyhole. Yeah, although I just don't need more cubbyholes. I've got a cubbyhole there, got a little cubbyhole there. I could put my pack lunch in. Cubbyhole there, cubbyhole there, cubbyhole there, cubbyhole there, cubbyhole there. 1, 2, 3 cubbyholes in each door. Glove box, cubbyhole here with drinks holder, drinks holder there, drinks holder here, and a second lower cubbyhole down here. So we've got 12 volt thing there, 12 volt thing there, a little coin slot here with a little tiny little coin slotty thing there, which I put the cigarette lighter thing in. Cubby holes up the top, where I put my glasses, little glasses cubby hole there. Rear view side sort of view mirror there, blind spot mirror there. Anyway, let's step outside and I'll show you around the outside. So this is the inside. With the bulkhead in place, obviously. Very hollow, rattly sounding bulkhead. This is that, oops, I'm running out of place to put my keys. This is that tiny little pocket where I can put my little Zoom H1 microphone. It's perfect. It's just the right size. So, unless it's stuck in there now forever. I can't get it out now. I did earlier. There we go. That's it. There we go. That's fine. All right, I'm going to take this with me and let's step outside. Oh, beautiful day. Look how high the base of that seat is compared to me. I'm stood on the ground outside, and this seat comes up to here on me. So basically I'm sat from this level up, so you can imagine how high up that feels. That's fantastic. My other van, I think the seat is probably about down here, so I've probably got about half a foot higher, which is fantastic. Yeah, look, it's all gone dusty. No, I'm gonna have to clean it. There she is. Really good looking van. Really like this particular model. You can see all the dust on it. It's the medium wheelbase, so it's not incredibly long. It's got an incredibly wide door compared to the back. The door's actually wider than the back end, which is interesting. Let's open it up. It's quite a step up there. That's I wonder if I can look into getting a step fitted. Maybe, we'll see. But it's been panelled out. So it's already got all of the panels on it, including the back doors, which is handy, apart from these, but I can soon sort that out. All of this is going to have insulation on it. I may have a single door in the back, I'm not sure yet. Not sure about the side. Ideally I want to, the idea I've got at the moment is a 4 foot bed, 4 foot wide bed across there, as long as I can measure that at 6 foot or more. If it's just a little bit in, what I may do is take these off and then cut in to, because there's space behind there, and I may be able to utilize some of that space behind here in order to get the length of the bed that I want. I'm not sure. I may have to get a bit clever. It would mean thinner insulation on these sides of the van, but I can still get some reasonably good insulation in there, hopefully. May just mean going down to like 25mm Celotex instead of 50mm. I don't know. But yeah, the preliminary idea is got a fixed bed across the back here. If it is just that little bit too short, I can always sleep diagonally across it, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then with a fixed bed, what I was thinking was building a really good functional bathroom here, so it'll probably overlap a little bit, and then it'll be kitchen over here. Now if I go for that type of build, then my main seating will most likely have to be the driver and passenger seat, at which point I'll have to get a single passenger seat, and they'll turn around, and that'll be the seating. Because if you've got a bed coming up to here, and you're going to need most of this for your kitchen. By the time you've got a sink and everything in there, you're not going to have any room for seating, unless I could perhaps get something here, although there wouldn't be much point with the driver and passenger seat, because obviously this, if the bathroom comes out to here, then you're going to need this as a bit of a walkway. I don't know, but this is the exciting thing for me, is I absolutely love just sitting in the back of a van like this with a pen and paper, coming up with the ideas, with the tape measure. Now, if this does not measure up, if I can't get the 6 foot length out of it, because basically what I'm looking to do is use a proper 4 foot by 6 foot mattress, which is like a small double over here in the UK. And ideally, if I can get one of those, that'll be fine, because I don't want to mess about with making up beds. That was one of the biggest issues with all of the vans I've ever owned, is I've always had a really uncomfortable bed, and it's usually because the bed's it's a bit made up. You have to, it's made up with different cushions and stuff, and you get all hot and bothered every time you have to make the bed up and stuff. So if I can actually have a fixed bed with a proper mattress, I will be very, very, very happy, and hopefully very, very, very comfortable. That's the thinking. So that's the plan. Whether it pans out like that, I don't know. But if not, if I can't get the 6 foot width that I want there, then we're going to be probably looking at, I don't know, perhaps, I don't know, I have to think about it. But I could do a bench seat on the side that will come out, a bit like the one I've got at the moment, like a long sofa seat that will make up a large bed here, but then I'll actually have the full length, every ounce of length I want, so it will always be long enough. And then this side will be the functional side. What I could do is build the shower room, you know, in the back corner here, but you've always got the wheel arches to contend with, because I could don't know. I mean, obviously I could build a bathroom back here, but then you're going to lose the extra space of having the driver's chair and the passenger's chair that you can turn around. But these are all things that I've got to figure out, and like I say, this is what makes it fun for me. But if I do go for the fixed bed, it means underneath I'm going to have all that storage space, so I don't need to worry too much about too many cubby holes and things, although I can still go ahead and you know, put in overhead cupboards and things. But I will literally like have a garage at the back. And also, if I build the bathroom here, then for the toilet, you can actually have one of those pull-out cassettes that you take out of the side. So I shouldn't need to cut any holes in the van. So yeah, that's the thoughts I've got on at the moment. Now, I do recall reading that there was a 12-volt socket back here. Oh, I've just spotted I got some space up here too. Perfect, that's fantastic. They've already got a soundproofing sheet on there. That's to stop the tinny resonation. But what you do get on a lot of vans, oh, that's red hot, that is. Wow, that's really hot. What happens on a lot of vans is after a short while, maybe a couple of years, where the ribs meet the metal, it's only glued on. I used to think they would like spot weld them. I think they've got a couple spot welds there, but a lot of it's glued in. And what happens is it works loose over sort of several years, and then you end up with this metal flapping about and tapping against this, and it's what makes a van really tinny. So what I will be doing before I even start insulating is I will be putting glue under these lips, get some Sikaflex in there, and really sort of, you know, belt and braces, bolt these things down, just get some glue in there. And then at a later date I'll probably be stuffing these with insulation. Anywhere where I can't get in and stuff insulation, I may use the low expansion foam. I don't know yet. I have reservations about using that. Oh, there we go, 12 volts, brilliant. So that's a 12-volt socket. Now I don't know whether that is permanently live or whether that goes live with the ignition. Again, I'll have to find out. Also, when I do the van build, I'm going to be running conduit from the front through to the back, probably down behind there as well, and that way once the build has been done, I can, or during the build, once the walls have been done, I've still got a way of feeding cables through the walls, because one of the issues I had on the last build was I didn't really pre-install any cables, and it was a real pain afterwards to run the cables through everywhere. So I'm just going to be basically putting sort of conduits everywhere, maybe even coming out to the ceiling as well. Also, let's just check this ceiling. Now you've got an actual, I wonder if I could get a roof light that's that shape. I'm sure I could. That would make life easy to fit. Otherwise you have to, these ribs to contend with. So it's not a problem, you just have to make a little bridge between the ribs so it's not the water coming in when you cut holes in. But yeah, I've got two sort of roof lighty mouldings here. So I mean, in an ideal world, if the bathroom, if I do get the 6-foot bed, if the bathroom was built here, it would be nice to have a roof light here. Now it would probably be half in the bathroom, half out. Because the bathroom wall will probably be here, and the roof light will probably be a bit bigger. I don't think that's going to be a problem. In fact, actually, would it? Because at night time you're going to want a blind or something to shut that off. Otherwise, you're going to be woken up really early in the morning with sunshine. Again, little things I've got to think about. But obviously, yeah, it would need at least one main roof light. Now I don't know whether to go for a big roof light or just the standard sort of 500 square one, because I think they do a seats type roof light in there, but they're crazy expensive, and One of the things about buying this was I wasn't originally going to buy new. I was sort of budgeting to get a sort of a 2, maybe a 3-year-old one. Then I realised that I could get new within budget if I chipped into the actual conversion budget. So that's what I did. I ended up getting new, but it's really cut into the budget I had set aside for the actual conversion. So I'm going to have to do this a little bit on a budget, although I am going to have to push the boat out when it comes to the windows, because I don't want to use bonded windows unless I absolutely have to. So we'll see. But yeah, this is the Business Plus model, which I'm really pleased about, and it's also got these little, I've never had this before, it's got these little buttons. I think if you've got this key thing in your pocket, you can open the door without having to use the key. But yeah, these are the bench seats. Now this seat comes down and it's a little table on the back, which is quite handy. Let's see if I can do that. Where can I put you? Let's see, you might fall down. Let's have a go. There we go. So you got like a little workbench here, and you can put your laptop or something on there, and that turns round. Obviously you combine that with your little clipboard, you've got yourself a little office, which is fine if you're, doing it as a business, but obviously this is going to be a leisure vehicle for me, not a business. So yeah, it's sort of one of the reasons why I'm oops, hang on. I'm sort of debating whether or not to swap these seats out, because there's loads of storage underneath them as well. If you pull these, there's all this storage space underneath. And they gave me a little cleaning kit as well, which is quite cool. A bottle of AdBlue, and this is the oil they gave me, which is Elf Evolution RN Tech FE 5W30, specially designed by ELF for Renault. So there we go. That was probably a very, very long video, and all I've done is just natter about the new van. So that's where I stand at the moment. Now the plan is to just take things easy at the moment, just get used to driving it around. Like I said, I've still got the other one that I can use as a little workhorse and a little runabout, but I'm going to probably spend the rest of the day just kind of having fun with this, driving it around. Maybe get my notepad out and my tape measure out and start getting some ideas going on. I'll need to sleep on those ideas for a few days. And when I've finally decided on an actual the way I'm going to do it, then I'll have to start ordering parts, and then things could start getting interesting. When I go back to the days of my allotment, I know that whenever I was filming on the allotment, I only ever got about half to a third done, compared to the days where I wasn't filming. And obviously, I'd want to get on with this and do this, but what I will be doing is taking photographs every step of the way. And what I might do is just make short little video vlogs and talk about certain bits that I've done as I go along. Hopefully I can do that. Otherwise I will do what I did with the last van, and I'll just make like a super duper video start to finish, and then just document the whole thing. I don't know. But yeah, that's Rickweld at the moment. That's where I stand. This is where I stand. And like I say, hopefully things are going to get more interesting from here forward until the conversion's done, and then I cannot wait to go out and try it out. And also my good friend Damon, he's doing his van conversion at exactly the same time, which is really good because we keep exchanging ideas. When you're in a certain creative mode, when your brain's switched into a certain mode of creation, it's really good to be able to bounce ideas off somebody who's also in that situation, and new ideas really sort of start to flow, which is fantastic. So there we go. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Do please give me your feedback below, and I'd love to read your comments, although I don't always reply to every comment because it takes me ages to reply, but I do read every comment. And if you've got any ideas on any ideas you want to throw forward, any bits and pieces that I could perhaps include or consider, do feel free to let me know in the notes below. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.